Small compromises compound into massive mediocrity. If you're capable but underperforming, this pattern explains everything. You're smart enough, you know what to do. You've had success before, but somehow you're not where you should be. Not because of one big failure, but because of thousands of small compromises. You skip one workout, just today. You choose the easy task over the important one, just this once. You procrastinate on the project that matters. I'll do it tomorrow. You stay up late scrolling. It's not a big deal. You avoid the difficult conversation. Maybe next time. Each compromise feels insignificant, barely noticeable, but they compound. 1 year later, you're less disciplined than you were. 2 years later, your standards have dropped significantly. 5 years later, you barely recognize who you've become, not through one catastrophic failure, through 1,000 small erosions. This is the pattern no one talks about, the erosion effect. I'm Mr. Reed, and this is the Standard Project. And in the next 19 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how to reverse it before it's too late. The decline is so gradual, you don't notice until it's massive. This is what makes erosion so dangerous. It's not dramatic, it's not sudden, it's invisible in the moment. You don't wake up and decide to become mediocre. You just make one small compromise, then another, then another. Behavioral economist Dan Ariely's research shows that people don't become dishonest through one big decision. They drift into dishonesty through small compromises that gradually expand their acceptable boundaries. Each small transgression makes the next one easier. Same principle applies to discipline, standards, and performance. You don't collapse into mediocrity. You erode into it. How erosion progresses. Month 1. You have high standards. You're executing well. Disciplined, focused. Small compromise. Skip one workout. I'm tired. I'll make it up tomorrow. Impact, barely noticeable. Life continues normally. Month 2. Skip one becomes skip 2, then 3. Small compromise. Workouts aren't that important. I'm still basically fit. Impact, slight decline in energy. Still not obvious. Month 4. Working out is now rare, not regular. Small compromise. I'll start again when I have more time. Impact, weight gain, energy lower, confidence declining. Month 6. Haven't worked out in months. New baseline. I'm just not a workout person anymore. Impact, identity has shifted. Fitness is gone. Erosion complete. This same pattern applies to every area of life. Professional erosion. Year 1. Working on important projects, taking calculated risks, growing skills, small compromises. Choose safe over challenging. Avoid difficult conversations. Do easy tasks first. Year 5. Comfortable but stagnant. Skills outdated. Career plateaued. Financial erosion. Year 1. Budgeting carefully, investing consistently, building wealth. Small compromises. One unnecessary purchase won't hurt. I deserve this. Year 5. Living paycheck to paycheck despite good income. Savings gone. Creative erosion. Year 1. Creating regularly. Taking risks. Publishing work. Small compromises. I'll create when inspiration strikes. This isn't good enough yet. Year 5. Haven't created anything in years. Identify as used to be creative. Relationship erosion. Year 1. Present. Attentive. Putting in effort. Small compromises. They understand I'm busy. We'll connect later. Year 5. Distant. Disconnected. Relationship deteriorated. Stanford psychologist Robert Ornstein describes the boiling frog phenomenon. A frog in slowly heating water doesn't notice the temperature rising until it's too late. Humans experience the same blindness to gradual change. Sudden decline? You'd notice and correct. Gradual decline. You adapt to each small drop, never notice the cumulative effect. 3 reasons erosion is invisible. Reason 1. Each compromise is justified. Just this once feels reasonable. The cumulative effect doesn't, but you only see this once, never the pattern. Reason 2. Adaptation masks decline. You adapt to each new baseline. Yesterday's compromise becomes today's normal. The erosion continues, but you keep normalizing it. Reason 3. Comparison to present self, not past self. You compare today to yesterday. Small difference, feels fine. You don't compare today to 5 years ago, massive difference, but you never make that comparison. The problem, by the time you notice, years of erosion have occurred. The erosion effect operates through 3 mechanisms. 1. Boundary expansion. 2. Identity drift. 3. Compound decline. Understanding these mechanisms lets you recognize erosion before it's too late. Mechanism 1. Boundary expansion. Each compromise expands what you'll accept next time. You have standards, boundaries, lines you won't cross. I work out every morning. I don't eat junk food. I do the hard work first. These boundaries define your behavior, but they're not fixed. They're flexible. And each time you compromise, the boundary moves. Dr. Linda Babcock's research shows that small, ethical compromises make larger compromises easier. The first transgression is hardest. Each subsequent one is easier, because the boundary has moved. Example, fitness boundaries. Week 1 boundary. I work out every morning at 6 a.m., no exceptions. Compromise, skip 1 Monday. I'm really tired today. Week 2, boundary. I work out most mornings. Missing one is okay if I'm tired. Compromise, skip 2 days in 1 week. I've been busy. Week 4, boundary. I work out when I feel like it. Compromise, skip entire week. I'll restart Monday. Month 3, boundary. I'm not really a morning workout person. The boundary moved from absolute to non-existent, gradually, through small compromises. Example, professional boundaries. Month 1, boundary. I tackle the most important task first thing. Compromise, check email first once, just to see if anything urgent. Month 2. Boundary. I check email first, then tackle important work. Compromise. Respond to easy emails before hard work. Quick wins feel good. Month 4. Boundary. I do easy tasks first to build momentum. Compromise. Spend entire day on easy tasks. I'll do hard work tomorrow. Month 6. Boundary. I don't really do deep work anymore. The boundary eroded from discipline to scattered. Why each compromise makes the next one easier. Reason. 1. Cognitive dissonance reduction. After compromising, your brain needs to justify it. It wasn't that important anyway. This justification lowers the boundary for next time. Reason 2. New baseline establishment. After compromising, the new behavior becomes your reference point. You compare future actions to the compromise standard, not the original standard. Reason 3. Identity evidence accumulation. Each compromise is evidence. I'm someone who skips sometimes. Evidence accumulates. Identity shifts. Boundary moves. The expansion rule: every compromise moves the boundary, and boundaries are hard to restore. Mechanism 2. Identity drift. Your self-concept shifts to match your declining behavior. This is how erosion becomes permanent. Your behavior declines, and eventually, your identity adjusts to match. Dr. Roy Baumeister's research shows that people update their self-concept based on behavioral evidence. When behavior changes, identity eventually follows. You don't decide to change your identity. It drifts to match your actions. Identity drift timeline. Phase 1. Behavior contradicts identity. Identity: I'm disciplined. Behavior: skipping workouts occasionally. Experience: cognitive dissonance. Guilt: this isn't like me. Phase 2. Justification emerges. Identity: I'm disciplined, but also realistic. Behavior: skipping workouts regularly. Experience: justification: I'm just being flexible. Phase 3. Identity adjusts. Identity: I'm someone who works out sometimes. Behavior: working out rarely. Experience: no dissonance. New identity matches behavior. Phase 4. Complete drift. Identity: I'm not really a workout person. Behavior: no workouts. Experience: acceptance. This is who I am now. From to identity drifts. I'm highly productive to I do what I can. I'm financially disciplined to I'm not good with money. I'm a creator to I used to be creative. I'm someone who finishes things to I start a lot, but don't always finish. I'm a reader to I don't really read anymore. I'm health conscious to I've let myself go a bit. Each drift feels natural in the moment, but represents massive erosion over time. The drift rule. Identity follows behavior. Declining behavior creates declining identity. Mechanism 3. Compound decline. Decline compounds, just like growth compounds. Most people understand compound growth. 1% better daily equals 37 times better in a year, but they don't understand compound decline. 1% worse daily equals 97% worse in a year. Behavioral research shows that small changes compound exponentially over time. This works in both directions. Small improvements compound into excellence. Small compromises compound into mediocrity. The mathematics of decline. Start at 100%, your peak capability. Decline by 1% per week through small compromises. Week 1, 99% of peak. Week 4, 96% of peak. Week 12, 89% of peak. Week 26, 77% of peak. Week 52, 59% of peak. You're at 59% of where you started, through 1% weekly decline. Each week felt fine. The cumulative effect is devastating. Example, fitness compound decline. Week 1, skip 1 workout, lose 2% fitness. Week 2, skip 2 workouts, lose 4% more fitness. Week 4, skip entire week, lose 8% more fitness. Month 3, working out sporadically, lost 30% fitness. Month 6, not working out, lost 60% fitness. Each skip felt small. The compound effect is massive. Example, skill compound decline. Month 1, practice 20% less, skills barely affected. Month 3, practice 50% less, skills noticeably worse. Month 6, practice 80% less, skills significantly degraded. Year 1, barely practicing, skills mostly gone. Gradual neglect compounds into complete loss. 1-year comparison. Person A, 1% daily improvement. Result, 37.8 times better than start. Person B, 1% daily decline. Result, 2.6% of starting level, 97.4% worse. After 365 days of small daily differences, they're in completely different universes. The compound rule. Small compromises aren't small. They compound into massive decline. Now let me show you exactly how to recognize and reverse erosion before it's too late. How to spot erosion early. Watch for the justification language. Erosion has a linguistic signature. Specific phrases that signal boundaries are moving. The erosion warning phrases. Just this once. You've said this before. Boundary expanding. It's not that important. Standard lowering. Erosion beginning. I'll make it up tomorrow. Creating debt you won't repay. Pattern forming. I deserve a break. Justifying compromise. Boundary moving. I'm being realistic. Lowering expectations. Accepting decline. This is who I am now. Identity has drifted. Erosion complete. The early detection protocol. Step 1. Notice the justification. When you hear yourself saying these phrases, stop. That's the warning signal. Erosion is beginning. Step 2. Ask the comparison question. Would I have done this 6 months ago? If no, you're eroding. Step 3. Ask the trajectory question. If I continue this pattern for 1 year, where will I be? If the answer is negative, course correct now. Step 4. Intervene immediately. Don't allow the compromise. Restore the boundary. This moment matters. The detection rule. The first compromise is the most important one to stop. The non-negotiable list. Define your non-negotiables. Never compromise on them. This is your defense against erosion. Most people have flexible boundaries on everything, so everything erodes. High performers have absolute boundaries on core behaviors. These never erode. Creating your non-negotiable list. Step 1. Identify 3 to 5 core behaviors. These are the behaviors that, if maintained, keep everything else intact. Not 20 behaviors, just 3 to 5. The critical few. Step 2. Define them as absolute. Not I should work out most days, but I work out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. No exceptions. Absolute boundaries don't negotiate with circumstances. Step 3. Protect them at all costs. These are the line. If everything else fails, these hold. You can be flexible on everything else, not these. Example, non-negotiable lists. Physical. Workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. No exceptions. 8 hours sleep per night. Non-negotiable. No alcohol Monday to Thursday. Absolute. Professional. First 2 hours of day on most important work. No email first. Ship 1 piece of work per week, even if imperfect. No phone during work blocks. Absolute focus. Financial. 20% of income to savings/investment. Before any spending. No purchases over $200 without 48-hour wait. No impulse buying. Monthly budget review. Non-negotiable. Creative. Write 500 words per day. Every day. No exceptions. Publish once per week, even if uncomfortable. 1 hour of reading daily. Non-negotiable input. The non-negotiable rule. 3 to 5 absolute boundaries prevent 100% of erosion. 1 daily question that prevents decline. Did I compromise today? Ask this every evening. Answer honestly. This daily audit creates awareness that prevents erosion. The daily audit process. Evening. Reflect on the day. Question. Did I compromise on any of my standards today? If yes, identify the specific compromise. I skipped my workout. I chose easy work over important work. I stayed up late scrolling. Then ask, why? Not to judge, to understand the pattern. Then commit. Tomorrow, I restore the boundary. Next day, execute on the commitment. This breaks the erosion cycle immediately. The compromise tracking system. Keep a simple log. Week 1, 2 compromises. Week 2, 3 compromises. Warning, increasing. Week 3, 1 compromise, improving. Week 4, 0 compromises, boundary restored. If compromises are increasing, you're eroding. If compromises are decreasing, you're recovering. Why daily audit works. Reason 1, creates awareness. Can't fix what you don't notice. Audit makes erosion visible. Reason 2, prevents normalization. Each compromise gets acknowledged, not absorbed as new normal. Reason 3, builds accountability. Knowing you'll audit evening makes you think twice about compromising. Reason 4, catches patterns early. 2 compromises this week, pattern forming. Intervene now. The audit rule. Daily awareness prevents gradual decline. You're either eroding or elevating. There is no plateau. This is the truth most people avoid. They believe they're maintaining, staying consistent, holding steady. But maintenance is an illusion. Because life doesn't stay static. Standards don't stay fixed. Either you're actively pushing standards higher, or they're slowly declining. There's no neutral. Psychological research on adaptation shows that humans quickly normalize to any baseline. Yesterday's exceptional becomes today's expected. If you're not improving, you're accepting a lower baseline through normalization. Project 5 years forward. Path A, erosion. Small daily compromises. Year 1, standards drop 10%. Year 3, standards drop 30%. Year 5, standards drop 60%. You're a fraction of who you were through thousands of small compromises. Path B, elevation, small daily improvements. Year 1, standards raise 10%. Year 3, standards raise 40%. Year 5, standards raise 100% plus. You've doubled your capability through thousands of small improvements, same time investment, opposite trajectories. The difference, daily decisions about whether to compromise or elevate. Every day, multiple times per day, you face this choice. Compromise, easy, comfortable, safe, leads to erosion. Elevate, challenging, uncomfortable growth, leads to excellence. Most people choose compromise without realizing it, and wake up 5 years later wondering what happened. The shift. Recognize you're choosing your trajectory every single day. Now you understand the complete framework. 10 videos, 10 mechanisms, the full psychology of discipline, habits, and execution. What you've learned. Video 1. Why you self-sabotage. Threat avoidance. Video 2. The mental loop keeping you stuck. Comfort confirmation. Video 3. How to break bad habits. Cue craving response recode. Video 4. Why your brain lies to you, cognitive distortion filter. Video 5. The psychology of procrastination, emotion first avoidance. Video 6. Why discipline feels hard, friction versus structure. Video 7. How to rewire your mind, reinforcement-based rewiring. Video 8. Identity-based habits, evidence accumulation. Video 9. How to stop overthinking, action-first correction. Video 10. The Erosion Effect, compound decline. This is the complete system, not motivational, not inspirational, scientific, based on neuroscience, behavioral psychology, decades of research. What to do now? Step 1. Identify your erosion areas. Where have you compromised? Where have standards dropped? Step 2. Define your non-negotiables, 3 to 5 absolute boundaries. These restore everything else. Step 3. Start the daily audit. Did I compromise today? Track it, course correct immediately. Step 4. Take one action within 24 hours. Knowledge without action is worthless. What's the smallest step? You have the framework, you understand the mechanisms, you know what to do. The question is, will you execute? Or will this become another piece of information you consume but don't apply? Most people will watch this series and do nothing. They'll understand everything and change nothing. Don't be most people. Pick one area, define one non-negotiable. Start the daily audit. Today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every day you wait is another day of erosion. And erosion compounds. The choice. Erode into mediocrity or elevate toward excellence. You're making that choice right now. One standard, greatness. One project, you.